Online reviews are important for a number of reasons. A couple of the big ones are, it helps people decide from a sea of other search results. When they're doing a search for an optometrist in San Jose, for example, you're going to get a lot of results back on. Even if you've made it to the first page, you've got to pick you from a whole bunch of other choices. And they typically are going to pick the one where the most online reviews are showing up. And you'll notice in the Google results now that they're listing the number of reviews from Google and also from other sources like Yelp and Yahoo, and you can see that next to the business. So if your business has 47 online reviews and their average rating is 4.5 stars, you're probably going to try that one first before the next business that has 0 or 2 reviews. And you'll see that a lot of businesses don't have reviews out there. And so it's a huge opportunity right now to get out there and jump way ahead of your competition. So that's one factor. Another one is that in the local search ranking factors survey that David Mim did last year, the number of online reviews emerged as one of the factors that Google uses to rank people in the local search results. So what you want to do is make sure that you've got a lot of online reviews that's going to help you rank higher. And so really those are two very important factors for online reviews. Number one, it's going to help you rank better. Number two, it's going to help prospects choose you over your competition. Well, people can leave online reviews in a lot of places now. So you'll notice, obviously Yelp, for certain types of businesses. Yelp is a very active community for restaurants and bars and coffee shops, but also in Google, in Yahoo and Bing, City Search, there's a number of places that people can leave online reviews for your business. And so it's very important that you're on top of this and you know when someone leaves you a review. You know how many reviews you have and if someone leaves you a negative review. So you need to sort of make sure that you're monitoring these places and what's being said about you online. Now, if somebody leaves you a bad review, and this happens to every business at some point, somebody has a bad day, they come in, somebody looked at them the wrong way or whatever, and they just leave a bad review, they're venting, right? And the real problem with this is if you don't have any other reviews and somebody leaves you a bad one, well, people are going to see that and they're just going to move on. They're going to go to the next listing that doesn't have a negative review. So it's important that you're proactive about getting reviews from your best customers. And in fact, studies have shown that that a negative online review can actually give, if you've got a lot of other reviews around it, it can give those other reviews credibility. So if somebody sees 10 5-star reviews about a business, they don't tend to trust that as much as if they see 9 stars averaging like 4.5 and there's 1 bad review. Well, then they think, for some reason, they think that's more legitimate. And so it actually, a bad review can work for you if you're proactive about getting other reviews around it. Now, the other thing about a bad online review, and I've seen this work over and over again, and maybe you have too, is it's a great opportunity to show your great customer service. So if you've got a bad review and you contact that person, and some of these online review places allow you to directly contact the person who left the review, or sometimes they allow you to at least comment on it and respond to it, and it shows them that you're listening. And most of the time they'll turn right around and they'll say, oh gosh, I didn't really mean that. And sometimes they'll even retract the review. And even if they don't, other people will see that you're listening to your customers and they'll see how you handle, they know that you're a person too, right? That your business is made up of people. And as long as you're out there trying to address things and you're in a conversation with your customers, people respect that. Well, the best way that we have found to ask customers to leave you online reviews, it really starts with your staff. So train your office manager and your staff. Just spend a few minutes with them explaining what you're doing, that you're proactively reaching out to your best customers, going to ask them for online reviews. And the way that you do that is when your customer is right there in the office, explain to them, say, listen, online reviews are really becoming important for our business. Would you mind spending 5 minutes to leave us a review? And most of the time they'll say yes. All you need to do then is make it easy for them to leave you that review. So one of the processes that we've found that works really well is to ask for their email address. Say, hey, I'm going to be sending you an email about this in the next couple of days. It's kind of a direct link to the online review. If you could just take a couple minutes, really appreciate it. Then you follow up, make sure they get that email, and it should have a direct link to your Google review page or your Yahoo review page. And then all they need to do is click through that link, leave your review, and they're done. And so this is a really, this process works well. Sometimes you have to ask a couple of times, but people are more than happy, especially your best customers, they're very happy to leave it for you. So, you know, I have talked to people who've wanted to hire someone to leave online reviews for them, and I don't think it's a good idea. The reason is this. You know, most of the online review places, like, well, sources, like let's say Google or Yelp or Yahoo, they have algorithms that detect. They try to look for things like, hey, did this user account just get created? Did the person ever log in again? Did they fill out any of their profile information? And a lot of times, they'll just reject the review or they'll take it off shortly after because they are looking for people who are trying to game the system. And the other reason that I don't think is a good idea is that the people who are reading these reviews can usually tell. You know, they can see if the review is contrived or if it was made up. And they can also see an authentic review. And so that's why I think it's better just to focus your energies on getting real reviews from your best customers. Those reviews will be authentic, they'll be realistic, they'll stick, and people will see, they'll see, you know, the difference between those kind of reviews. And, you know, why not put your efforts on that and just get a few reviews every week coming in instead of trying to do it some other way. So that's what we have found to work the best with our customers.